Gentlemen, let's go over the plan. The first constant is none other than Janus, the legendary Cold War spy master. A KGB senior officer and head of the 6th Column Special Branch at Lubyanka, Janus is a certified genius and expert of counterintelligence. He retired from the KGB in 1988 when he fell out of favor with the Kremlin and defected to the US. Shortly after, the Soviet Union collapsed. Now, it is unclear when Janus stepped down as the constant, but since 2004, he has been a resident of a quiet community in suburban Vermont. Mr. Gray.
Right. So here's the catch. As an elite KGB agent, Janus was trained to withstand interrogation and torture. No amount of pressure will force him to disclose information he doesn't want to. Instead, we will need to search his home for clues. But if Providence learns of our presence, the game is up.
So we frame Janus, make Providence think he was the real Shattered plant.
Correct. I will file a false ICA report, claiming to have traced a number of calls from Janus's house to the Institute in Romania. The case will seem clear. Mr. Gray was only a figurehead. Janus was pulling the strings all along. And by eliminating him, we will have neutralized the militia, once and for all.
However, for this subterfuge to work, you'll also need to deal with Janus's security detail. A Providence herald and former Secret Service agent by the name of Nolan Cassidy. Intel describes him as diligent and inquisitive, and we cannot risk that he contradicts our story to his employer.
Seems workable.
I certainly hope so. Everything depends on this next move, 47. You made this our fight. Now let's even the playing field. Whittleton Creek, Vermont. On the surface, a picture-perfect suburban dream. Wide roads, golden maple trees, and verdant lawns. Most residents here are white-collar professionals, ranging from university staff to government employees.
Most, but not all. Janus's unpresuming home is protected by a host of bodyguards, and intel shows that the fragile former constant rarely leaves the property.
Nolan Cassidy, on the other hand, roams the neighborhood streets. A recent arrival, the dutiful Providence Herald is busy making threat assessments and settling in with his security team.
Now remember, this is about more than just revenge. Janus is the key to bring down Providence. So get in there and find us a lead.
Good luck, 47.
Good work on the undercover agents. They managed to blend in very nicely. Smiling native. Not some of the suspect houses. The Wilson.
That is Nolan Cassidy, former Secret Service agent and current Providence Herald. Cassidy is assigned to protect Janus.
I'm glad you're on our side. What was that?
Jesus Christ, what a mess, what a mess, what a mess. Come on, come on, come on.
Terminated.
A recording of some sort. The note mentions another house. Perhaps Cassidy is using one of the vacant buildings as a base of operations, 47. A letter from Janus to someone called Zoe. It looks like a draft, and is full of explicit descriptions of how unhappy Janus is with Zoe and his sister having been appointed chairwomen of the Ark Society. Huh. I've heard that name before. This is a good find, 47. ceremonial robe of some sort with a note from Janus attached. The note is interesting. Janus has asked Helen to do a few repairs on the robe before he leaves for his annual trip. He even put a date there. This is valuable information, 47. Sinister-looking basement. What could she be doing down here?
Hello. Welcome to Granny's. And thank you for shopping local. We have a free pumpkin.
Well, maybe. But you have to admit, there is something slightly off with them. I mean, Richard is very reserved. Do you think he might be an ex-con? He looks a bit uneasy and tired of it.
There's nothing that exciting about it.
Look, giving me left and right here. Start serving people, all right?
All right,
Cassidy is down. Good work, 47. Janus awaits your attention.
What the? No! Are you okay? This is bad. Real bad. Listen,
Yes, I understand you tried to reach me earlier. Ah, there you are, my boy. Yes, well, it's about the chairman's seat. I understand Frederick was overlooked despite my recommendations. I would appreciate an explanation of the reasoning behind the decision. Well, it's a long and rather complicated discussion to undertake over the phone. Your request was put in front of the partners and considered, but in the end, it was decided to assign the role to the Washington twins. The partners saw their ideas as a breath of fresh air. A breath of fresh air. They are fortune seekers, robbers of the past, focusing on glory and wealth and outlandish futuristic dealings rather than conservation. They are not representative of what the society was built for. I understand your concern. Rest assured, I will be watching them closely. Very well. It seems we have a lot to discuss when we meet soon. Agreed. Until then.
Excellent, 47. This recording confirms that Janus is planning to meet with the Constant. This is just the sort of thing we're looking for. Good work, 47. We now know Janus is meeting with the Constant at an event related to the Ark Society. And we have an approximate date as well. I think that's all we're going to get.
We're close to the finish line. It's time to end this. Janus. Cold War spy master and the first Providence Constant. I wonder how much he remembers. How little he cares.
tucking him into bed at night to cover some.
Good work, 47. All there is left to do now is wait.
Hello, Helen.
Janus, darling, I was just about to call you. My old colleague from the university sent me a copy of his new book. It's a study on the psychological effects of living in suburban America. I think you'd like it.
Did he conclude that the cookie-cutter design, the unnaturalness of the hasty urban planning, and the feeling of malaise expressed by most residents in suburbs are somehow connected?
Well, yes.
I've had 90-odd years to understand the human condition, Helen. I've lived through some of the most iconic moments in recent history. I shaped some of them with my own hands. Nothing about the psychology of humanity surprises me anymore. If you place people inside big boxes, located inside the big gardens, or surrounded by wide streets and long driveways, you create a prison. Isolation and the sense of solitude is fundamental in the construction of the suburb.
I think you're being a little pessimistic here, my darling. I quite like it here.
The layout of the American suburb is designed to create an impersonal culture that fosters anxiety and fuels consumerism. You can only drive to places from here, and the only places worth driving to are places where you spend money. The suburb is the perfect commercial and capitalistic housing unit.
That sounds very interesting, my darling. Let's discuss this some more once I've read his book. Bye now.
Say, Gunther, did you see my photograph? The group photo from the first gathering?
No.
Janus is looking for an old group photo. It might be interesting to see who's on it.
I wish people would clean up.
Sorry, Mr. Janice. I'll tell them in. Shall I have some of the food?
The first annual gathering of the Ark Society. That rings a bell. If Janus was its founder, perhaps he's still attending these gatherings, 47. This could be valuable information indeed.
Where's that therapist? He should be here already. I swear if he's down by the creek feeding those ducks again. Hey! Any sign of that Lafayette guy yet? Never mind. Are the new suitcases here yet?
No, Mr. Janus. I believe they're still withheld by customs.
Back in the day, the customs officials knew not to touch any of my things.
Oh, diplomatic immunity has its advantages. Online shopping just isn't quite the same.
The craftsmanship myself.
Of course, Mr. Janus.
At last, the actions of the first constant catch up with him. Death feels like an easy way out for a man like James. Still, the Ark Society. One of Providence's more obscure outfits.
I've heard whispers. A survivalist club for the global elite. Billionaires preparing for a global collapse. And now we know the Constant will attend their next gathering. So where is it?
That's the catch. The report is redacted. No names, no location.
So it's a dead end. I can't track them, not without ICA backup.
Now, I'm no big shot analyst, but it seems to me Janus was the Ark Society's founder, so chances are they'll want to pay their respects in private.
Track the coffin. Worth a shot.
You all right?
It comes back in flashes. Fear, anger, but like it happened to someone else.
Your gift and your curse. What they did to you. Well, I spent a long time feeling guilty about that. Now, I wonder who got the better deal.
Yes. Found something.
What are we looking at?
The ass end of nowhere. But this is where Janus's remains were shipped to. Our choice for a final resting place, wouldn't you say?
Not bad. So we stake it out. Await the next gathering. Then we waltz in and kidnap one of the world's most powerful men. Without ICA backup.
Like I said, it's a long shot.
We'll take it.